Come along now to Melody Roundup. Climb right up on the spring wagon, gang, because we're off for another Melody Roundup. The Sons of the Pioneers have been riding the range for the past 2 or 3 days, rounding up all the choice tunes you asked for. And believe me, they really have them in top shape for you. Kind of checking up on the whole business of those 2 boys from down Pine Ridgeway across the Ozarks, Lum and Abner. While they finish the musical inventory, the Sons of the Pioneers get right down to business on a tune called Starlightin' Time in Texas.
When it's starlighting time in Texas, in the skies are the eyes of Texas, shining down from above on the plains that I love, calling this wanderer home. For my heart's in the heart of Texas, and it's there it will always remain, till I'm stealing a kiss from the sweet southern mist when it's starlighting time in Texas. Why do I feel this longing for that lone star home of mine? Because I've seen the sunset clear the way and cause a million stars to shine when it's starlighting time in Texas. In the skies are the eyes of Texas, shining down from above on the plains that I love, calling this wanderer home. For my heart's in the heart of Texas, and it's there it will always remain, till I'm stealing a kiss from the sweet southern mist when it's starlighting time in Texas.
And now, ready or not, here they come, those Roundup rowdies, Lum and Abner.
Grannies, I feel frisky as a young doggy tonight.
Yeah, me too. I'm just raring to go. I'm rowdy, too. Cooking with gas right up on the front burner. That's me.
Well, now, you're going to have to simmer down a little, Abner. We got to settle down here and do this show.
Abel Abner, the rug cutter's friend. That's who I am.
Fellers, we've come just about as far here to get this music together for you as you got to where you are listening to it.
Yes, sir, we did.
And we're going to start right out with playing a tune here for Private First Class Nelda H. Keeley at APO 783 called Out in the New Frontier. Let's get Lloyd Perriman and the trio to do that.
Yeah, do that, boys, do that.
Hurrying, scurrying, what's the use of worrying? Life is a happy song. From a world of care and strife, there I'll find a peaceful life, far from the busy throng. There's a blue sky above, and the land that I love, out on the new frontier. There's a moon shining bright, and the stars every night light up the new frontier. Moonbeams and starlight blending as one fades into daybreak. When night is done, I'll stake my claim there under the sun, out on the new frontier.
What is a frontier? I thought that was them beaded curtains they hung in a living room.
Oh, that's a portiere.
Oh, no, it ain't, Lum. That's what they have on Pullman trains you're talking about.
Well, anyway, a frontier is a little town out west.
West where? West of where?
I don't know where.
Well, I'll find out. I'll find Frontier someday and get there. I still think I'll find a pair of curtains.
For Staff Sergeant John C. Maddox at APO 703, we're going to do Memories in Blue. Let's get Carl Farr with his guitar.
Yeah, get that box up there.
That was Carl Farr on his guitar.
That's sort of, you made a rhyme there, you know it?
Guitar, that's something you cool in your head, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what he was playing with, a cold in his head.
Or is that something you smoke?
Huh? I don't know. It might be. Might be that thing he's playing on. No telling.
Well,
They got so many newfangled names for things now. I don't know.
Oh, let's call it a string box.
Yeah,
All right.
that's what it is.
Private Dell Soapman at APO 726 on the tune. What can we play for him?
Oh, let's see. What would old Dell like? Down in the Dell? He wouldn't like that.
No,
would
I don't believe he would. No.
Uh,
Get the trio to play something. What do you fellas want to play?
oh, wait, I know a good one. They was practicing on it a while ago. That Winding My Way to Wyoming.
Winding My Way.
Yeah.
Ain't you getting a little bit fancy?
No, that's shooting craps. Winding My Way to... Or winding it is. Winding. No, it ain't shooting craps. I don't know.
Well, let's see what it is.
Let's try it.
Wending my way to Wyoming, back to my little old nest. When the weary day has reached its ending, and the sun is sinking in the west, through the dusking dreams my way I'm wending, like a foaming bird back to its nest. Wending my way to Wyoming, back to a little old nest. Out toward the sunset I'm homing, weary and longing for rest. Soon the night will sweep the sky like a bird of prey, and it hovers over me on my weary way, wending my way to Wyoming, back to that little old nest. Oh, I'm far from home when night comes creeping, and the world of wilderness falls close. In my dreams the fairy stars are creeping, and on wings of memory
that was mighty fine winding, fellers. Now, Corporal Laverne Gobbard at APO 565 wants the Sons of the Pioneers to play Happy Cowboy.
Happy Cowboy for old Turkey Gobbard, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Hear my song as I ride along, I'm just a happy roving cowboy. Herding the dark clouds out of the sky, keeping the heavens blue. Nowhere to go and nothing to do, I'm just a happy roving cowboy. Let me ride that long trail down to the end where the skies are always blue. Hear my song as I ride along, I'm just a happy rolling cowboy. Herding the dark clouds out of the sky, keeping the heavens blue. I ain't got a wife to bother my life, I'm just a happy roving cowboy. Let me make my bed where the fireman's proud, beneath the sky of blue. Hear my song as I ride along, I'm just a happy roving cowboy. Herding the dark clouds out of the sky, keeping the heavens blue. My time, I'm a happy roving cowboy. Let me sing my song till they call me home to the land beyond the blue. Hear my song as I ride along, I'm just a happy roving cowboy. Herding the dark clouds out of the sky, keeping the heavens blue.
Well, fellas, sorry as we are to say it, looks like the doings are all done for this time, but we want you to know that we'll be back over on your side of the fence before very long.
Yes, sir, we ain't straddling the fence this year, one of the few. We're either on one side or the other.
And in the meantime, if you have a favorite tune you want played or sung for you, just give us the high sign, we'll sure have it took care of for you.
Amen.
All you have to do is just drop a line to Armed Forces Radio, Los Angeles, USA. Till later then, it's a whole raft of good luck from the Sons of the Pioneers and from Lum
And Abner.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.
Servicemen and women, come along now to Melody Roundup. Hop on the old stagecoach, gang. We're headed for Melody Roundup, and while riding along our musical trail, we'll listen to the serenade of Perry Botkin's band, Henry Russell's Range Singers.
We're gonna do a song or two for you,
Bob Nolan and the Sons of the Pioneers.
drifting along with a tumbling tumbleweed.
With our guest Martha Tilton and starring
Hiya, gang!
Andy Devine.
Thank you, and welcome to Melody Roundup. We've found some of the tunes that have been most requested during the time Melody Roundup has been on the air. Bob Nolan and the Sons of the Pioneers are ready with one of them right now, and it's Don't Fence Me In.
Oh, give me land, lots of land, and the starry skies above. Don't fence me in. Let me ride through the wide open and country that I love. Don't fence me in. Let me be by myself in the evening breeze and listen to the murmur of the cottonwood trees. Send me off forever, but I ask you please, don't fence me in. Turn me loose, let me straddle my old saddle underneath the western sky. On my cayuse, let me wander over yonder till I see the mountain rise. I want to ride to the ridge where the west commences and gaze at the moon till I lose my senses. I can't look at hobbles and I can't stand fences. Don't fence me in. For I'm happy on the prairie on the day, singing Lady Ole. And upon the old hill sing back and say, don't fence me in.
Well, thanks, pioneers. I don't think anybody who's had a look at Bob Nolan's shoulders is going to try to fence you in.
Well, how about my shoulders?
Where are they? Oh, Perry, as far as I can see, your waist runs from your hips just below your ears.
How about my shoulders?
Yeah, thanks, Barry. That was, well, I can't say pretty, but it was certainly unique.
No, I wouldn't quite say that. It was just a good tune.
Well, you ought to listen to some music sometime, and you'd understand what I mean.
Oh, so you don't like our music?
Oh, sure, I like it fine, but I think we could use a little more romance on this
Well,
program.
I don't know whether there's room enough for you and romance both or not.
What are you carrying on those pretty white shoulders, Miss Tilton?
Well, between us, Henry Russell and the Range Singers and I, we're carrying quite a load of requests to repeat Cowboy Serenade.
Now, see what you've done? You've made the poor girl go to work.
Can't help it. That's what the people want. That's what the people get. Martha, you're on with the Cowboy Serenade.
While I'm rolling my last cigarette, sing that cowboy song I never will forget. Yippee-ki-yay, the sun's almost set, and I'm rolling my last cigarette. Through the sagebrush
famous classic from way back. The tune Perry Botkin has had the most requests for, Riverboat Shuffle with Charlie LeVere singing.
Good people, you're invited tonight to the Riverboat Shuffle. Good people, we got rhythm tonight. At the Riverboat Shuffle, they tell me that slide pipe tutor is grand. The best in Louisiana, so bring your freight or come and alligator that band. Mr. Hawkins on the tenor. Good people, you'll hear Milenberg joys. In a special orchestration, even Mama Dinah will be there to strut for the boys in a room full of noise. She'll teach you to shuffle it right, so bring your baby. Better make it, it's a Riverboat Shuffle tonight. She'll teach you to shuffle it right, so bring your baby. I'll be seeing you at the Riverboat Shuffle tonight.
Thanks, boys, and thanks, Charlie LeVere, for the vocal. That's my kind of music.
And all for you, you pretty thing.
Oh, now, wait a minute. You got me mixed up with Martha, Perry. She's got a red dress
Oh, my mistake. You can see how I could get mixed up, though. The difference between what Martha weighs and what you would weigh would only make two average guys and a fat boy.
on. If we could throw you in there, we'd have a neighborhood.
Well, I like the neighborhood I'm in. Thank you.
Well, so do I, Perry, because Hank Russell and the Range Singers are in it, too, and ready with Bob Nolan's great song, Old Forgotten Trail. siree. That means we've come to the end of our Brandon session for today, but don't forget we're anxious to play and sing your requests. So just write to us at Melody Roundup, Armed Forces Radio, Los Angeles, USA. Till next Roundup time, this is your CQ Andy Devine saying the best of everything good to you and yours.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service. Come along now to Melody Roundup. Come on in, gang, for right now the old bunkhouse is all cleaned out. The sawdust spread on the floor and ready for the big shebang. On hand to supply the music are those men of melody, the sons of the pioneers. And to call the dances, a couple of visitors from over the Ozarks, Lum and Abner. The boys haven't quite decided yet who'll lead the grand march. So while the argument waxes hot and heavy, let's listen to the pioneers as they take us over the Cherokee Strip.
They tell of a land that's famous for lizards and white diamond sand. They climb for their water and dig for their wood on 10 million acres that ain't any good. Come along with me to a land that is fair, where the ants and the grasshoppers nest in your hair. They drink from a jug and they shoot from the hip, and they have lots of fun on the Cherokee Strip. Come a tie, yippee-i-o-dee-ay, I-o-dee-ay.
And blazes from morning till night. The prairie dogs bark and the centipedes bite. In all of the desert, this land is the worst. The horned toads starve and the snakes die of thirst.
Come a tie, yippee-i-o-dee-ay, I-o-dee-ay.
Bought me a section of cactus and sage, an old Opie shanty that's better with age. Give me a bushel of corn and a plow, and I'll be a rich hombre in 10 years from now.
Come a tie, yippee-i-o-dee-ay, I-o-dee-ay.
Whenever I die, you can bury my bones and cover me over with malapi stone. And write on my tombstone, he came here to stay, but he never stopped wishing he'd have died on the way.
Come a tie, yippee-i-o-dee-ay, I-o-dee-ay.
This wonderful country of pleasure and ease, I'm always so hungry, I'm weak in the knees. With sand in my whiskers and holes in my clothes, oh, why I keep living, the Lord only knows.
Come a tie, yippee-i-o-dee-ay, I-o-dee-ay, I-o-dee-ay.
And now here they are with a brand new book of rules on how to do the hoedown, Lum and Abner.
Now, Granny, I got here first,
Well,
so I get to talk first.
I don't know whether you do or not. You led the march, didn't you?
I know I did.
Are you the president?
I'm the president of the program today.
Well, that dog is...
That was uncommonly good playing. Did you hear the boys playing
Yeah,
the
I
Cherokee
didn't
Strip?
like it, though, that Cherokee Strip. That breaks my heart every time I hear it. That's what happened to Grandpa.
What happened to you?
96-year-old. Somebody fell off the ramp and hit him and broke his back. I don't
pity's
like
sake.
nothing about Strip anymore.
Anytime, though, the Sons of the Pioneers play, I love to hear their music.
Oh, I do, too. They play on.
Let's have them play all at once.
Oh, that's the whole gang, huh?
Yeah.
All right, boys, all of you play.
And while we're at it, we might as well dedicate this to Private Otis Blackburn at APO 520.
Oh, Lord Perriman wants to sing again.
And for machinist mate second class William Dixon and Rock Happy 5 Fleet, Post Office, San Francisco.
Rock Happy?
Yeah.
That's a new one.
Well,
I ain't had
they're
that.
going to play all at once, and all together, too.
Well, let's go, boys.
Night seems so endless, days were too long. Life seems so friendless, no thrill, no song. A storm on an ocean, the wind in the trees brought no emotion to this stubborn heart in me. Then all at once I felt your spell. All I know is how I felt. Stars a-shine in heaven above seem to form the words I love you. I believe they understand this yearning, burning soul of mine. And if they do, they surely know it's you. For all at once I fell in love.
Hi, Granny's Abner. Did you see who just walked in?
Who?
There's one of the prettiest girls I ever saw in my life.
Who?
Sybil Bach.
Is that her name?
Yeah. She was the pinup girl for the Spanish-American War.
Is that who she is?
Put your teeth in and give 'em a smile.
Sybil Bach.
Yeah. You know who the Wags got for their pinup girl? You know who
Paul
the...
Henry?
No, you know who the Wags are, don't you? That's the dogs that's in...
Oh, the dog.
Yeah, they selected Helen 12 Trees for their pinup girl.
Well, bless their little hearts.
Well, here's another letter from C.H. Forsyth at APO 559.
What does old Sage want?
Well, he wants Carl Farr to play something on his guitar.
Well, let's get up there, Carl. Don't sit there. I know the man wants you to play.
Get that box up on your stomach and get to strumming the thing. How about South in My Soul?
That's all right. I got a hole in mine. Going down to have my shoes resoled. That's what I'm going to do.
Here's a letter from Captain George Pussons and Martin, Pat O'More, and Chris Beath at APO 928.
Well, what do they want? What do old persons want?
They want to hear Bob Nolan. Want to hear Bob Nolan play and sing Sweet and Low.
Well, let's do it for him.
Yes,
Come on, Bob.
sing Sweet and Low both.
And Bob can sing, too.
Oh,
Listen.
he's got an uncommonly pretty voice.
Sweet and low, sweet and low, wind of the western sea. Low, low, breathe and blow, wind of the western sea. Over the rolling waters go, come from the dying moon and blow him again to me. While my little one, while my pretty one sleep and rest, sleep and rest. Father will come to thee soon. Rest, rest on mother's breast. Father will come to thee soon. Father will come to his babe in the nest. Silver sails all out on the west. Under the silver moon. Sleep, my little one. Sleep, my pretty one.
That was Bob Nolan singing Sweet and Low, and
Yes,
he
sir.
done both.
Yeah, he sure did.
He
That
does.
boy does all right.
Oh,
He
he's
sure
got
does.
an uncommonly pretty voice.
Now,
Oh,
he might be a little better than me. Might, I said, might. I ain't sure about it.
Here's another letter from machinist mate second class J.W. McCurley, Fleet Post Office, San Francisco.
All right. What, anything particular you
Yeah, he'd
want?
love to have the boys play Bound for the Rio Grande. I
Bound for
don't
the
know-
Rio
I
Grande?
don't know whether the Sons of the Pioneers know
You
that.
know that tune, boys, Bound for the Rio Grande? Well, good, good.
Oh, I
Well,
know
let's play
they're
it.
bound to know it.
Yeah, let's play it.
Where the sleepy Rio's flowing and the longhorn cattle's lowing, where the purple sage is growing, that's the only place I long for. Where the lazy clouds are sailing and the wild coyote is wailing, get along, I'm bound for the Rio Grande. And there's a maid so fair with raven hair waiting there to greet this bronco busting cowboy. When the roundup days are over, here comes your cowboy rover. Get along, I'm bound for the Rio Grande. Way down south by the borderline, a pretty little girl I've got in mind is waiting. She said last year she'd sure be mine. I guess right now is a pretty good time for mating. Saddle packs on old Dan's back and strapped against his hide. Sun is bright, the world's all right, so now away I'll ride to meet the gal by the borderline and tell her it's just this waste of time I'm hating. Where the sleepy Rio's flowing and the longhorn cattle's flowing, where the purple sage is growing, that's the only place I long for. Where the lazy clouds are sailing and the wild coyote is wailing, get along, I'm bound for the Rio Grande. And there's a maid so fair with raven hair waiting there to greet
this bronco-busting cowboy.
When the roundup days are over, here comes your cowboy rover. Get along, I'm bound for the Rio Grande.
Well, fellows, as much as I hate to say it, that looks like it for this time. Yes, sirree, we've danced the sawdust right down into the cracks of the floor, so I guess we better call a halt on the whole thing.
Yeah, get some new sawdust or some meal to put on the floor.
But we'll be back for another of these here shindigs before long, so you just kind of save out some time for us. If you think of a tune you want to hear played by some of the boys, we want you to know you're right welcome to drop us a line to Armed Forces Radio, Los Angeles, USA. Till another frolic then, it's see you later from the Sons of the Pioneers and from Lum and Abner.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.